10 years ago, I had been living in a domestically violent marriage. At that point, it had been about 15 years, and it started out just with emotional and verbal abuse, and it wasn't all the time. But as we were married longer, it got worse. The further away we moved from family and friends, it got more physical. And at that point, I was isolated from talking to my parents or friends. I called the domestic violence hotline at the Beeman home, and I told them that I had been experiencing this domestic violence for years. The emotional, the mental, the verbal, the physical violence in my life for years, and that I had never gotten help. They told me what to do. They told me how to do things in such a way that it would not draw attention to myself or my kids. They saved my life, and I really believe, I know, that had I not had them as my safety net, I probably would not have left. Had I not known that they were there for me, to know that I had a place to go or emergency housing when I left that situation, I wouldn't have left. If these women think that they have nobody, they have Beeman Home. So if Beeman Home isn't in this community anymore, I don't know where the women are gonna go. They've got to have a place to go, because women don't stay in domestic violence because they want to be there. We don't stay in that situation because we love these psychotic people. We stay because we've been scared to leave. We stay because we've been so brainwashed that nobody will want us. We stay because we've been brainwashed that we're worthless, that we're too dumb to leave, that we're too inadequate to make it on our own without these abusers. Before I was in that marriage, I was capable, I was smart, I was sassy. And I got to the point where I didn't even care, other than my kids, if I took my next breath. I didn't care. That's not me. I started to realize I didn't even know who I was, and I didn't care who I was. Had I not had kids, I didn't care if I lived or died. That's so not who I am. With Beeman Home's help, I found out who I was. I found myself again. I found my spirit. I got my soul back. I got my life back. Since Beeman Home helped me to get the courage to leave, and with the therapy that I received, through them, I was able to heal my mind and my spirit, and to find happiness again. And through that, I have also been able to help other women, to encourage them to leave similar situations. And I've been able to come forward and talk about it. I think the United Way is extremely important, because without the United Way and the support they give organizations such as the Beeman Home, and the support they give for outreach programs such as the Beeman Home wouldn't have the funding to stay open and give these outreach programs for the women going through domestic violence in our community. My name is Audrey, and I live united